So recently on this channel, as you guys may have seen, I've been posting a lot of content when it comes to all of these different new AI tools that we have to our disposal when it comes to helping us start a side hustle. And what I wanted to do in today's video is kind of simplify things and give you the step-by-step blueprint that goes into it when it comes to just understanding what you can do when it comes to potentially earning an extra source of income online. Right here in front of me, I've got the step-by-step process. Again, I'm going to go through it just so that all of us are on the same page. And hopefully by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how all of this stuff works. And I do need to say that this video shouldn't be taken as financial or business advice. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to make money because of course that's not how things work. My main aim is just to give you the information that I wish I had from the very beginning. Now, just to get straight into it, when it comes to this entire blueprint that I'm going to be going through, the foundation of it is going to be ChatGPT. In my honest opinion, I would say that ChatGPT is definitely one of the most powerful AI tools out there. And it's not just because of their basic, ChatGPT version that you probably use on a day-to-day basis. They've recently released a new feature called Agent. And the reason why this is powerful is because it's able to scan the internet and scan actual websites in real time. And again, this makes up the foundation of this entire side hustle. So let's jump straight into it. I'm going to show you exactly how all of this stuff works. So first things first, of course, what you need to do is open up ChatGPT just like this. You're not going to need to download anything when it comes to using the agent feature. All you need to do is come over here to tools. You may need to upgrade your ChatGPT account if you don't see it, but if you do see it, it's going to be right here. It's going to say agent mode. So all you need to do is just select it just like that. Now I'm going to go straight into it and enter one of the first prompts into it. So let me just type in, what are the top 10 niches when starting dropshipping? I'm going to keep it simple for today's video, guys, just to, illustrate everything that goes into this. So I'm just going to type it in like that and then click on enter. And there we go. This is a real life example of what it's doing right now. So it's legit scanning the internet for it to come back with what it believes to be are the best niches for me to get into. And that took about 3 minutes for it to complete, but I've now got all of these different options, pet supplies, baby products, consumer electronics. And the best part about this is that it's actually giving me information in terms of the market size, 126 billion for home decor and home goods. The car accessories market is 448 billion. It just makes things a little bit more easier when you see the information and the data presented like this. But let me move on to one of the second prompts, which is going to be this one. I'm just going to say, find me 10 successful pet stores that are currently drop shipping right now. So I'm just going to enter this in and then click on enter. And once again, it's already started the process of going away and looking for the best pet dropshipping stores right now that I can replicate. Okay, perfect. So there we go. I've now got, all of these different stores, why they're doing well, how they're able to, generate sales, all of these different stores that, again, I'm going to be able to go onto them, see exactly why ChatGPT has listed it when it comes to a successful pet store. And you're going to be able to do this for any niche. But this now brings me on to one of the final prompts that I'm going to enter into the ChatGPT agent, which is this one that says, can you scan this website and tell me the best products that's bringing them the most success? So there's this store over here that I was able to find. I went onto the website, it looks like a decent enough Shopify dropshipping store that can easily be replicated. So I'm just going to type this in and see what it comes back with. Okay, there we go. So it's going through all of its products right now. And it's probably going to take maybe a couple minutes or so. But again, once it's done, I'm going to be back ASAP with the results. Okay, so that took a little bit longer this time, about 10 minutes for it to do its thing. But it's now back with a list of different winning products that's most likely bringing them the most revenue. Products like waterproof jacket, dog harness, calming bed, pet water bottle, all of these different items that it believes are driving the most sales and bringing them possibly the most profit as well. And I would say that those are just some of the basic ways that you can use the ChatGPT agent when it comes to getting started with the side hustle. But this now brings me on to one of the next parts of this process. Once you've got an idea of what niche you want to go into, which is that you need to start the process of building your own Shopify dropshipping store. And the way that this is going to be done is with an AI store builder. And you guys already know that I speak about this a lot on my channel because it just makes things a little bit more easier when it comes to being able to get a e-commerce website off the ground. Now, just to take it back, when I first started building my own e-com stores, I had to do everything manually. I had to, build the foundation of the website. I had to code things. I had to, decide on what products I wanted to sell. But nowadays, whenever I'm thinking about selling a new product within a new niche, I'm able to use this AI store builder because it's going to be able to do a lot of the heavy lifting for me. Because I already know what niche I want to focus on, basically I'm going to be able to select it. I've got the choice of all of these different options within the AI store builder. From there, it's going to ask me a couple more questions. And by the end of it, I'm going to be able to gain access to a fully built Shopify dropshipping store preloaded with winning products. So I'm going to leave a free link to the AI store builder in my description down below. It's available for anyone to use. But this now brings me on to one of the next parts of this entire blueprint, which is AutoDS. And if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you already know that AutoDS is the software that is basically loading all of these different winning products onto the AI store builder. The last time I checked, I believe that AutoDS has well over 100,000, 200,000 unique products within their database. And the reason for that is because they are connected to over 25 different suppliers all around the world. So whenever you select a specific niche for the store that you're looking to build, the AI store builder is automatically going to connect it to AutoDS, which is now connected to all of these different winning products. And because AutoDS has various different dropshippers all around the world that are using them as well, they've got proven data when it comes to items that are definitely doing well. Even with this store that we was able to find using the ChatGPT agent, a lot of the winning products that it came back with can be found on AutoDS right now. And being able to, list any of these different winning products onto the AI built Shopify store isn't difficult because it only takes a few clicks. But this is where a lot of people end up getting confused because most people are not really sure of exactly what is the best supplier for them to use when they're first getting started. Now, there's so many different options out there, but I would say that one of the most simplistic options is maybe to use AliExpress. And just to kind of give you an understanding as to what AliExpress is, it's a website that has various different vendors. So it's not one single supplier. You're going to have to go through AutoDS and find a AliExpress supplier that has good reviews. One of the mistakes that you don't want to make is building a business, starting the side hustle with the mindset of just making money and neglecting the fact that you're building a real brand. So my advice to all of my students is to always try and make sure that whatever supplier that you go with, whatever product that you're thinking about selling, you make sure that there's reviews when it comes to customers that are happy with the quality. And you also try and test it out when it comes to their delivery, speak to them, communicate with the supplier and see exactly if they're able to meet your demands when it comes to being able to get your new online business off the ground. I do have another video coming out real soon when it comes to what to look out for, how to, pick the best AliExpress supplier possible. So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss that video. But moving on to one of the next parts of this entire blueprint, which is that you need to make sure that you now double check that whatever product that you're thinking about selling, it's being searched for on Google Trends. And the only reason why you want to do this is because you want to make sure that people are actually interested in that product. The reason why I was able to be successful with my own e-commerce business and get to the point of handing in my resignation notice to my boss and just growing my business full time is because I sell products that I know people want to buy backed by proven data. And what better way to check than to use something like Google Search, which is the biggest search engine in the entire world. But once you've cross-checked all of that, you've decided on what product you want to sell, you've made sure that people are actually interested in it, the next step is to now connect the store that you've built to a Google Search Console account. This is something that I'm going to speak about all the time, even though I've mentioned it previously, because so many beginners believe that they can build their store and instantly start getting traffic overnight. And of course, you can do that by sending traffic directly to your site through social media and other platforms. But if you want to be able to get your site ranked on Google, the first thing that you need to do, and it doesn't even take long, is to make sure that you sign up to a Google Search Console account and just make sure that everything is integrated as it should. And this now brings me on to one of the next steps that you need to take before you actually start sending traffic to your site, is that you want to make sure that you connect some sort of email automation system on your site so that when people start landing on it, you're going to be able to build up a list of different emails so that you can remarket to them. This is another neglected part of this entire side hustle that a lot of people don't think about. I recommend using a tool like OmniSend. Reason being is that it's free to use. It works well with Shopify. You can connect it to your AI built Shopify store, and you can also put a pop-up on your homepage, your product page, so that whenever someone lands on your site, this pop-up is going to appear, prompt them for their email. They're going to get automatically added into your email list where you can now automate emails being sent out to them. And the best thing about these emails is that you can promote your products within them. You can, recommend them to, go onto your website whenever you got a new item. There's so many different possibilities to be able to turn someone from a non-paying customer into a paying customer as long as you're using some sort of software like OmniSend. One of the mistakes that you don't want to make is send traffic to your store just for people to land on it, maybe not make a decision on buying there and then. They bounce off, go to another website, and now you've lost them forever. But if you captured their email, you would have been able to, maybe advise them on why it's going to be beneficial for them to buy from you rather than someone else. So this is a very, very, very important part of the entire process to make sure that you set up email automation ASAP as soon as your site has been built. But once you have set up the email automation, your store is ready, the products are loaded, everything has been set up on the back end of your Shopify account. The next thing is to start driving traffic. And I would advise to initially set up some sort of blog automation. So one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that you can actually use ChatGPT in a strategic way when it comes to automating blog articles that are going to be published on your site every single day. I'm not going to go into it in today's video because it can be a little bit long, but there's a step-by-step process when it comes to number one, figuring out which blog articles are going to perform well. Number two, using ChatGPT to write the articles. And then number three, also using ChatGPT or OpenAI when it comes to generating the images. If you want me to make a detailed step-by-step video on how that works, just put in the comments down below, do the Shopify blog video and your specific location, and I'll make that video ASAP. The benefit of setting up this automation, again, is that you don't have to pay for traffic. You don't need to even write the articles yourself. You're just going to set it up one time and it's going to be able to run automatically. And in addition to that, if you also want to benefit from organic video content, then what you can do is produce AI UGC style videos. And this is going to be done with a software called InVideo AI. So with ChatGPT, what you're going to be able to do is come up with amazing ideas when it comes to UGC prompts that you can now copy and paste directly into InVideo. And the interesting thing about InVideo is that they've recently published or released a new feature called AI Twin, which allows you to clone yourself, clone your voice, and also clone the product that you're selling. So if you wanted to use yourself in the video, or if you wanted to use one of their AI actors, you're going to be able to easily do that. You can create a free account, go through it, see if there's an AI actor that you want to use. And from there, you can now use these short form videos as a Facebook ad, Instagram ad, or if you just wanted to use it as organic content. But once you've kind of gone through that entire process, you've automated your store using AutoDS when it comes to listing products, automatically fulfilling your orders. And you've also automated the traffic going to your website in the form of blog articles and short form content. As long as you've done everything right, that's where you're now going to be able to start seeing the payments come into your Shopify payments account as well as your PayPal account. For those of you that's not really sure of exactly how dropshipping works, once you now get that money, what you're now going to do is take a portion of it and make sure that you've set up auto fulfillment within AutoDS, because whenever a new order is going to come in, AutoDS is going to see it and they're going to make sure that it automatically gets sent to your supplier on AliExpress. And the difference between what you listed the product for and the price on AliExpress, that is basically going to be your profit. So I'm sure that you can see how powerful this entire blueprint is if you're able to set it up in the right way. Of course, in this video, I just wanted to give you a general overview as to how it works, because I've been getting a lot of messages from people that are really confused as to how they can set it up, what they need to do, and the small details that goes into doing it. But if you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything from it, you got any sort of value, press the like button, because I've got many more videos just like this coming out when it comes to helping you build a side hustle that you can run using a laptop and an internet connection. And if you did want more of a step-by-step understanding as to how all of this stuff works, I've got a completely free course that I'm going to leave in my description down below. Any of you are free to join that free course. I'm not going to charge you a single penny for it. I spent 2-3 months building it, so there's going to be a lot of information that's going to help you out. I also made it very simple for complete beginners as well. So be sure to check that out in the description down below. And if you also wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where in this video, I'm going to be able to go through some other AI side hustles that are blowing up right now. People are benefiting from it, and you can also potentially benefit from it too. I'm going to leave that video right there. Be sure to watch that straight after this because it's helped out so many people. And I'm sure that if you're able to watch it from start to finish, it can also help you out as well. But other than that, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.